Good evening, folks. It's Diamond with the Oppenheimer Ranch Project, Magnetic Reversal News, Sacred Geography, and Shinrin Yoku, bringing you a grand solar minimum update Wednesday, March 1st, around 5 p.m. Mountain Time, 2023. There is a coronal hole earthquake watch for large earthquakes over the next 72 hours. Coronal hole 81 is now facing Earth. Let's take a look at the latest, and will be in geo-effective range for the next 48 hours. So large coronal holes have been known to trigger large earthquakes, so an earthquake watch has been issued. The big story, a severe thunderstorm outbreak threatens 45 million across the south on Thursday, packing damaging winds and possible strong tornadoes. Keep calm. It's March 1st. Meteorological spring roaring in like a lion, as they say. Tornado watch issued in the Mid-South as multi-day severe weather threat unfolds. We'll have the full forecast in just a moment. Severe weather possible Thursday across central Texas as well. And severe weather possible for central Alabama early on Friday. Now let's take a look. Sierra Nevada buried under record snow. Ho, ho, ho.
So there's a dude who does the forecasts, and today he wrote like Armageddon? Question mark?
Snow now is up to covers the windows of the second story on the side.
Estimates of the next couple storms are anywhere from 4 to 10 more feet of snow, which is just a little mind-boggling at this point in time.
Mind-boggling indeed. Shut up, Al. Get in your hole. He can't even wrap his head around it. 4 to 10 feet more snow coming to the Sierras over the next 2 weeks. And California is on track, in fact, for record snow year as storms cause chaos across the state. Take a look at this. Homes in La Cañada, Flint Ridge in L.A. County on Monday, the day after they were damaged in a mudslide. No joke there. No joke at Mammoth Mountain either, closed for a second day due to too much snow. Ho, ho, ho. Mammoth Mountain, the main area, closed because there's too much snow. In Palisades, Tahoe Mountain Ops, here's a short snapshot of the current conditions in the Alpine Basin. That would be blizzard conditions, which is not based on the amount of snow, but the visibility and the wind speed. In case you didn't know that, you could be following us on Oppenheimer Ranch Project at Diamond the Day for more daily updates. Wolf Creek snow report. This is the Continental Divide, just about 20 miles from here. We have 351 inches to date. Hopefully we'll break the 400-inch mark. It's looking like March is our big snow month here. And so it's only March 1st. The current storm we're in, 23 total inches, 16 over the last day. And it continues to snow at Wolf Creek. Eagle Crest, Alaska, also receiving record snowfall in 24 hours. Hours of powers, and look at that powder. Winter storm conditions forecast from Montana to Michigan as California gets a freeze watch. Let's take a look at the forecast. Winter weather impacts across the country. Severe weather in the south. Widespread precipitation, high winds, blizzard conditions, and record cold high temperatures will continue to impact California as the winter storm moves into the southwest. Heavy snow also possible in the upper Midwest from a clipper system. Heavy snow and areas of blizzard conditions expected across the southern interior Alaska as well. And that is just adding insult to injury. Severe thunderstorms and heavy rain possible in the Mid-South. Here you can see those warnings and watches up. Click on your county for more information. Look at the freeze warnings all over California. Let's take a look at the snowfall totals and the forecast, shall we? So here is the rest of Wednesday into Thursday morning. You can see that system is moving into the Four Corners region here, bombing out in our area, and will be quickly and rapidly moving to the east. There's that clipper up in the plains that will eventually hit the northeast for Thursday, bringing some snow to the northeast on Thursday, Friday. Saturday, another system in the northeast will rapidly move through. and be finished by Sunday, bringing potentially a foot or more to the Adirondacks, central New York, southern Vermont, southern New Hampshire, and northern Massachusetts. Seismic update. No quakes to note. We did have a 6.5 in Papua New Guinea. There is no tsunami warning or watch from that rumbler. Good news. And no other quakes of note worldwide, as well as no impending volcanic activity. One thing of note here, Cerro Manchin volcano in Colombia, elevated surface temperatures. That baby may be about to rock. As we come over to space weather, the sun is, well, basically blank. Let's take a look at the latest HMI intensity. This one larger sunspot is about to move away and off the disk. Three small sunspots pepper the disk, will be moving in our direction. We are currently in an electron storm, low level, albeit. And the geomagnetic forecast is very low over the next 2 days. As you can see here, the geomagnetic storm ending yesterday and us dropping down into low KP between 0.5 and 2.5 over the last 9 hours. We do, however, have that coronal hole watch. Coronal hole 81 and 82 are now Earth-facing, and we could have a large plasma stream coupling with Earth over the next 2 days that could drive a slight geomagnetic storm. But earthquake watch in the meantime. As the upcoming solar eclipse, which many of you know about in 2024, will be the last one visible from the U.S. for decades. So if you need to make plans, get out there and do it. Obviously, as we get closer to the eclipse, we will have more information for you. A new study reveals shifting climate trends in the western U.S., dating back 11,000 years. Wow. This paper even goes so far to say that there's natural climate variability in the West between hot and warm and dry and wet periods. And that you have nothing to do with it. Isn't that fantastic? Holocene climate and oceanography of the coastal western United States and California current system will be linked below, as well as the article. Now, Willie Soon sent me over this, or I think he did. Maybe someone else did. Net zero initiatives of governments and private organizations are scientifically invalid and will lead to worldwide impoverishment and starvation if they are implemented, and they are being implemented now. And according to this paper published by the CO2 Coalition, which we are going to link to you in full, you would have gotten a copy of this earlier today if you follow us on Twitter. Challenging Net Zero with Science by Richard Lindzen and William Happer, CO2 Coalition. This 49-page paper lays it all out in the line on why you're being scammed and what the scam means for you. Well, and unfortunately, you heard what it means. Impoverishment and starvation if implemented. That's crazy making. Now, fact check. Mushrooms share more DNA with humans than plants. Correct. In fact, more than 50% of the DNA in mushrooms are shared with humans, and a little less in plants. And that's quite interesting, and maybe a barroom trick. Now, ejecta from the DART mission produced active asteroid Dimorphos. Yeah, it's now a comet of all things. So we used DART mission, hit an asteroid. Now it has a plasma tail. Imagine that. In fact, the tail, I think, is 30,000 kilometers long. Absolutely spectacular. Over at our Twitter feed, you will be able to see a time lapse of the development of that plasma tail. Pretty fantastic. That's an ejecta tail over the course of 2.5 weeks from the DART mission. Now, scientists now want to create AI using real human brain cells. If you are worried about AI becoming, cognizant, making its own decisions and destroying the world, well, you don't have to worry anymore, because now they're going to use real human brain cells. What could go wrong? Well, before the end of the world rapidly creeps up upon us, we should enjoy each and every day that we wake up. It is a blessing. And tonight, if you have clear skies, get out and look up. 2 planets will appear to kiss in the night sky, Venus and Jupiter, and it will be fantastic. Also, what will be fantastic is the San Luis Valley Seed Exchange, April 1st and 2nd in Moffett, Colorado, at Joyful Journeys Hot Springs, where David Mauriello, a.k.a. Diamond, and Leah Shaper will be presenting the Backyard Gardener Permaculturalist Zone 5A. We will discuss the process of backyard food and seed production in one of the most difficult growing environments in the U.S. So check it out. Check us out. If you're in the area, come to the San Luis Valley Seed Exchange, April 1st and 2nd. And all the links will be below. And that's a boom to knowledge. Proper prior planning prevents piss poor performance. Hope you got something out of the video. It's snowing outside, and the forecast says it's going to be snowing most of March. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't. Give us a thumbs up. Become a Patreon. Support the work we do. We love you.